Welcome to HXGN TV. I'm Jay Pongonis, and today we're talking with Andy Wells from Sterling Geo. Thank you for joining us, Andy.
My pleasure.
Can you tell us a little bit about Sterling Geo, what you do, and the people who work there?
Yeah, indeed. Sterling Geo is a strategic partner of Hexagon. We're based out of the UK, and our primary focus is the provision of tools and technologies for image processing, geospatial intelligence, and we provide that to a wide range of customers. We have about 30 to 40 government bodies, about 50 to 60 commercial bodies, and about 55 to 60 universities and about 260 departments.
We've worked together for a long time.
We have.
And but recently you've changed your strategic direction. Tell me about that.
Yeah, very much so. So the traditional, and to an extent we still remain very committed to it, is a model whereby you're providing technology on the desktop. So you're providing licenses of technology with training and support, and the users are able to explore their world using those tools to create products and services, things that mean a difference to their business. And that's still, for the forthcoming maybe 3, 4, 5 years, is still a very valid model. However, 2015 was a moment in time. So at Las Vegas, again, there was the launch of smart maps, and that was a very different vision. A vision whereby you're not providing technology, you're providing answers. And those answers to fundamental real issues and problems for companies, governments, academic and research facilities. What was the term at the time, it was a revolution, not an evolution. This was a huge step forward, and that has caused us as a business to redefine who we are and what sort of markets and who we can interact with, which is very different to talking about technology, which is what we have had to do for the past 5, 10, 15 years.
So it's not all about software anymore.
No, absolutely not. The heartbeat of this approach to decision support, which is really what you're providing here, is you're providing answers, not problems, not data, not information, it's knowledge. The heartbeat of that is the software. And it is the Hexagon platforms such as Map Enterprise and Smart Maps, Apollo. However, that's only part of the story. Really, there's been an evolution across the whole marketplace. For example, the emergence of the cloud. That provides us as an organization a huge amount of computing power, which we can just tap into, use, provide a service to a client, and then just stop using. Which means we don't have to charge the client for a large amount of infrastructure, which makes it very cost effective. Other changes, so we've got a tsunami of new data supply sources, satellite data with the emergence of the new small sat companies. We're all aware of the big data challenge, the sort of citizen as a sensor, the Internet of Things, that raw physical amount of fuel means that we can do so much more. So that's also sort of part of the story. Perhaps the biggest and largest component, however, is the fundamental way in which we have to change the way we use technology to meet the challenges of tomorrow. Look, there are some big ticket issues coming. There is a lot of social challenges. In some countries it's an aging population. In others it's large amounts of net migration. These are very difficult subjects, but we have to take them head on. And that means the realization that we have to do something about this is then driving the sort of community towards reach out towards these technologies. And it's all of that together that's really made the difference over the last 12, 24 months.
Yeah, and I think you've come up with some really great examples of these issues. Do you have examples of ways that Hexagon Smart Map can start to address those?
Yes. Probably the best, or one of the simplest examples, is we did some work with the British government, with the UK Space Agency. So that was a program. It ran for 12 months. It was small, but in that time, we focused on smarter government. How can government employ Earth observation data to achieve outcomes, savings, benefits for the community, whatever it may be? In 12 months, we deployed 68 apps to 138 government bodies. Now, they were all pilots, but the ability to rapidly understand client issue and deliver a solution, that was the big difference. It didn't take us a year to do one solution. What we were able to do is deliver a very lightweight answer very quickly, and then the client could then engage with it, tweak it, make it slightly different, and go again. So we covered things like green space, air quality, illegal build, environmental management, the list went on. And that's maybe a good example of this changing paradigm of the way you can engage with the technology and provide an answer to an issue, not just some more technology.
Right. So to use one of the buzzwords we're using right now, it seems like that the possibilities are limitless.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a fantastic thing, but it's also such a challenge because there is so much you can now do with this sort of technology. The question is where do you go? What do you do first, almost? I think the answer to that is it's the speed piece, it's the agility. So you can do so much more in such a smaller amount of time that it's going to make a fundamental difference to the market. But at this moment in time, no, I do not see any boundaries at this moment in terms of the potential of this whole ecosystem of technology and the web and the client requirement. There are no bounds.
And what kind of effect has this had on Sterling Geo?
We are on a journey, I think, to put it subtly. It's huge. We have reconsidered our view of life. We have upscaled. We've doubled our workforce in less than 12 months. We have been able to go to our shareholder and fairly rapidly convince them of what is the art of this possible. And they are now backing us with additional investment and support. It really has made a fundamental difference to our business and taken us in a very different and absolutely fantastic direction.
So that's great. So for someone who might be considering embracing this technology, this paradigm shift, do you have any pointers?
Start with the problem, right? If you, as the person interested in looking at this technology, outline your pain. Tell them what your problem is, what the final outcome is. This is my challenge. If that can be provided clearly, then the rest can be built towards to meet that particular challenge. And then I would absolutely recommend going on the Hexagon Smart Map store. It's a great place, a great way to start engaging with the simplicity, the ease, the flexibility. And so once you've got that understanding of what you want to achieve, and the potential of the technology, you engage with Hexagon, you engage with one of the local partners across the globe, and you take it from there.
So how can someone learn more about Sterling Geo?
Our website always, sterling.co, www.sterlinggeo.co.uk is a great place to start. And you can find me on LinkedIn, and I'd be more than happy to help.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Andy.
My pleasure, been a pleasure.
So thank you for tuning in. If you would like to learn more about smart maps, go to smartmaps.hexagongeospatial.com. And if you would like to watch more episodes, tune in to hxgntv.com. Thank you.